Hi everyone, it's Nicole and I have another layout using the Double Scoop September Studio Calico kit. I'm showing you some of the stuff I may be using and some letters from the kit, some extra stamp sets. I took out the 4x6 pad that I had bought. These stickers were from the kit, and then I had pulled aside 3 sticker books, a couple of gold foilies that did come in the kit, and a Scraptastic stamp set that I don't end up using. I don't think I stamped on this layout whatsoever. I had it out, but I didn't use it. So here are some of the papers, and I'm showing you the branding strips so that you can tell who makes the pattern paper. And this is a picture of my middle daughter with my grandson. And he absolutely loves her. Like, if you could see the close-up on his face, like when he sees her, his face lights right up. And her name is Caitlin, and ever since she was a baby, I've always called her Katie. And I think us as her family are the only ones that call her Katie. All of her friends, teachers, everywhere she's, publicly work, whatever, they all call her Caitlin, but at home we call her Katie. And so he calls her Katie too. He calls her 80. And he was really, really young when he could say her name, 80, 80, 80, and he would say it over and over again. And she's like a big kid, because she does stuff with him that, maybe, she shouldn't do. Like, she taught him how to, go and, like, spit all over the place. And so anyway, he just thinks that she's really cool, and she just wants to be the cool auntie, and when he's over and she was here, she would jump at the chance to give him a bath, and she just thought he was just stinking adorable. So the feeling is mutual. She loves him and he loves her. So I had some papers that were already cut down, so I'm using them in the size that they are. The heart paper was already cut to that size, so I just mounted it on that brown, I was going to say chevron, but it's not chevron, it's wood grain paper. And then that yellow polka dot paper, I just cut it down so it was a little bigger. Then I'm going to mount the photo with yellow pattern paper instead of using cardstock, because I'm just at the point, I just want to get these patterns used up, and it does give it a different look if you use cardstock or if you use pattern paper, and I just wanted the pattern paper as the look. And then that arrow paper is just the back side of that big polka dot, yellow polka dot, and I'm going to put one at the bottom and one at the top of the layout, and so it's like the arrows are drawing your eyes to the photo that's in the center. And then I did use that hexagon yellowish distress paper as the background, and I'm trying to do that more and more, to use pattern paper as the background. I do love cardstock. I just want something different, like scrapbooking is all about trying different things and growing in your scrapbook, I guess. And so now I'm on a kick that I want to use pattern paper, and it's because I'm using my Studio Calico kits, and I always have the add-on and the more pattern paper. So I want to, use as many of my pattern papers as I can before I put that kit away. But I'm sure as soon as I'm done this, I'm going to do my Scraptastic, and all I have is one sheet of pattern paper because I didn't buy the add-on. I think I'll be a little bit more conservative about using pattern as my background, because I still want to get lots of layouts done on with a kit. And this is the ninth layout using this kit, and it took me an hour and 21 minutes to complete. And this is the 9th layout, but as soon as I'm done with doing the voiceover, I'm going to start working on the 17th layout. So I have 9 pages ahead, and number 8 is not even uploaded yet. So I'm actually doing the voiceover ahead and stuff. So that's really awesome. And this is only day 2 of my 3 days off, and it's only 7 o'clock in the morning. So I still have all day to get all kinds of stuff done. My goal is to do 2 pages today, but if I can do 3, I'm going to go for it. And I'm just looking at what else I could put. I just found that it was kind of floaty. So by putting that wood grain in the background, I'm kind of holding everything, kind of grounding everything to the page. And I was going to, I don't remember if I cut the center of that or not. No, I was going to cut the center of that wood grain paper out, but there would only be a little bit left, and unless I'm doing like really like squares or something like that, it's still not enough to do much. So I just left it there because I still have so many papers left. Like I said, I'm starting page 17 and I still have tons of papers. Now yesterday I went again and I sat down and reconfigured some pattern papers that I could put together, and I think now I have 5 more, so I can go up to 22 pages. And so I'll do those next 5, and then once those are done, I'll sit down again and see what's left and what else I can put together. So again, there was quite a few elements in, well, I guess there was only 2 gold doilies in this kit, but where I wanted to use it, it made me go into my stash the last few layouts and get stuff that was gold. And so I'm pushing myself there too, trying to use, gold stuff, because gold is not my favorite color, not even in jewelry. I'd prefer to have silver than gold. And I'm looking for one of those epoxy borders from Amy Tangerine, and there was one and it was kind of a brownish and I wanted it to be yellow. So I'm going to take my Copic markers and I'm going to change the color of it, and I'm going to make it yellow. And it turned out really, really nice. Like I really like it. Actually has sort of yellowish and brownish tinge to it, so it coordinates with everything on the layout really well, because the main colors of this layout, the 2 main colors are I would say yellow. If you want to say the colors, it would be yellow and teal, and then the earthy color would be brown, but there's more brown than teal. But if you want to say, because I always say I have 2 colors and then I have an earthy color, so the 2 colors are brown and yellow, and the earthy color is brown. And this must be late at night because you can tell the tone of the brightness is quite less than the other one. You can tell when I'm scrapping during the day and at night. Either that or I forgot to turn one of my lights on. So hopefully I'll realize soon and turn it on. So I'm just going to take a sponge and some ink, and I'm just going to ink everything in brown. And I started today, and I did a video yesterday and I said that it was February 15th, and we were actually February 14th. Today we're February 15th. And I'm doing the 17th layout right after. Anyway, so glad that I checked the recording now after every 5 minutes, because it had stopped at 3:55 or 4 minutes. So now I'm going to just glue everything down. And once I get to the spot where I like, my layers, I get them down, and then, because I don't like to get all my embellishments all neatly where they're supposed to be, and then I have to rip everything apart. So I'd rather, once I get my papers, just glue it down, be done, and then move on to your embellishments. And then I can play with the embellishments. And then once I find I have enough, I glue everything down. So what I was saying is right after this, as soon as I'm done the voiceover, I'm going to start on layout 17. And I started with this kit on February 1st. If you look back, I uploaded my first video on February 1st and we're February 15th. And I'm going to be working on layout 17th and 18th. So I'm getting through this kit really quickly and really glad about it. I'm hoping to, get my 20 plus layouts done. And I'm hoping to pretty much get them done this weekend. I have today and tomorrow off. And I'm hoping to, by next week, to be starting on my new kit. But you won't see the videos for quite a bit on the new kit because I'm 9 pages ahead, and I'm going to be uploading a page a day until I run out, and then I'll deal with whether I go a few days without uploading a video. So now, like I said, my base is done. So now I'm going to start working on the embellishments, and these feathers came in the kit. And I had kind of run out of the colors that I needed. So I just flipped them over and colored them in with Copic. So I wanted them yellow, so I colored them yellow. And there was 3 of those epoxy stars that came in the kit, and I used those up. And what else? Those cameras, I got those from my Freckled Fawn kit, and those blue ones too, the blue stars came from the Freckled Fawn, but I'm not going to use them on this kit. Just writing down what I've totally used up for when I'm doing my Kill a Kit video, because there won't be any left. So what's it called? Plastic star. So what I like to glue down my embellishments with is called quick dry adhesive, and you can get it at Staples. And I had Barb, who lives in the same city as I do, and she told me that they had some at Staples for like $7, which, if it is the 4-ounce bottle, it's basically the same price as Michael's after the coupon. So it, I don't know if other Staples also have it, but I'm going to go check my Staples and see. Well, she said that they had some, but I'm going to go see how much they have of it, and I'll keep that in mind, because right now I have, I'd say, about 8 bottles, so I'm good for a while. Although if they keep exploding on me like they've been lately, I don't know. I might be going through them a little faster than normal. So basically at this point, what I do is I just divide the stuff between the clusters, and I usually do 3 clusters. And I had a few layouts ago, actually I think it was the last kit, I had used some washi on some white cardstock. So basically you just line the washi in strips and you just cover the whole cardstock. And then I had punched out some shapes, and I had punched out hearts, so I'm going to use them on this layout. I didn't use them all, and I just kept them in my stash, and now I'm going to use them. And it's just a great way to get your own embellishments, like you can punch out butterfly circles, whatever the case may be, hearts, and use your Cuttlebug on them, or your regular die cut machine, and all kinds of dies. So I really love doing that, and I have quite a few of them left. And when I run out, I'll probably do it again with different colors of washi tape, and just keep them in my stash, and it's just ready made. And usually that's what I do when I sit down and do some for a layout. I'll just end up doing like overkill. I just do a whole bunch, and then that way I have it to use on other layouts. And I think right now I'm looking through my project life cards because I want to have a card to put on the layout. And there was some little clouds, wood veneers that came in the kit, and I thought that would be cute to put on this layout. So I'm going to put a little cloud on each of the clusters. And again, I'm trying to use what's in the kit first, and then I go to my stash. So I'm going to use the wood veneers from the kit. I use the feathers from the kit, the resin stars, and then now I'm going to use the wood sequins that came in this month's kit also. And I'm just going to spread them out throughout the page. And there was a sticker that came from one of the sticker books, and it just said, the sun stretched out and touched our cheeks. And I just thought that was so cute. Because if you remember the story that I said with one of the last layouts from the apple picking, it was a horrible day. It was just cold, and it wasn't raining, but it wasn't nice at all. It was windy and cloudy and freezing. And just as we were getting at the apple orchard, the sun came out and it got really warm, which is unusual because we went there like later on in the afternoon, like it was almost 5 in the afternoon. So it usually starts getting cooler, not nicer at that time of day. So it was really, really fun that it did that. So now I'm at the point where I'm going to start gluing those resin stars and just the sequin stars in each of the clusters. And I do that. I start with a cluster and then I move on to another cluster and work a little bit on it. And I think it's just to kind of see, to make sure that everything is sort of balanced. And I punched out those hearts, and I wanted the little heart, and that's the only one that I couldn't find. And so I had to punch out more so I could get that little heart. And I'm going to use a project life card. And I'm pretty sure that was a card that Maureen sent me in our little exchange that we did with the project life card. I'm keeping them right on my desk, and because it's just the right color for this kit, like the tones of the cards are just the perfect color, so I'm keeping them on my desk. And every time I need a journaling card, I just I look in that pile, and I've found a card every time. And I've scrapped so many pictures of the apple orchard, and it's funny because I haven't done one of them that's sort of themey, like it's nothing to do with apple picking. It's more to do with all the pages are more to do with the relationships, than the actual apple picking. So I'll have to remember to actually do some about apple picking. And I'm going to use that epoxy border. And I really got quite a bit of use out of that Amy Tangerine epoxy borders. I really love them. I think I'm down to my last one. No, I have 2. I have 2 border strip left. And because every time I get a chance to use them, I just use them. I figure, it's CHA. There's going to be other stuff that's going to come out that I'm going to like just as much. So if it's on a page, then I can enjoy it. And if it stays in my stash, then it's just extra stuff in my stash. Now, this is where it gets kind of, I'm not sure if I like it. I'm going to use these rubber letters from Thickers. I'm going to color them in yellow with the Copics, and you can't see it enough. Then I have the bright idea to go get, I just knew the name, Smooch ink. And I'm going to color those in, and it looks horrible. like it just, I don't know, it looks okay, but it just won't dry. So then the battery's going to die, and basically what I end up doing is just putting epoxy over top. So in the end, it looks kind of goldish. It looks like a tarnished gold, but I used them anyway. And like I said, the battery died and I was almost done. I had to do those letters and just add the twine. So I didn't want to wait for the battery to charge up again, because I really want to get through this kit, and really it wasn't a lot that was missing. And then the splattering, and see what I mean? They look like sort of tarnished, but they're okay. I mean, it's a different look. And here's a few close-ups of every embellishment, and that's it. The page is done. So thanks for watching. Bye.